morning, you guys. It is time for your health check. And you know, for some of us, staying home for an extended period of time during this pandemic has felt like being trapped. Some of you got bored, some of you got creative. I think that all of us realize that time is simply what we make of it.
This idea just popped into my head.
For Larry Issa, time can be wasted or spent wisely.
I was literally waiting for someone who was late to a meeting.
His love for art as a kid turned into a career in graphic design, and sometimes he would scribble storylines, dreaming of one day publishing his own children's book. Then he got sick.
Had no symptoms whatsoever, and then a few weeks later was in the hospital for about a month.
Diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, Larry lost 30 pounds in a month. He was just 29 years old.
Couldn't move. I was in a wheelchair. I had no energy because I couldn't eat. I was literally on a drip because my case was so severe.
His at-home recovery was grueling and took years.
Really, the one thing that kept me going was writing. I had a journal that I would write in all the time.
Writing and reading became Larry's escape, taking him beyond the walls of his house at a time when he couldn't physically go anywhere. He didn't see it at the time, but Larry was starting a new chapter of life. He turned one of his imaginative stories into a picture book.
Get Back in the book is about a young author who writes a story, and his characters run away because they think books are boring. And so he convinces them to get back in because books are amazing. They'll take us around the world.
That was just the beginning of the adventure. Being immunocompromised meant Larry had to spend most of this pandemic at home, locked down again. This time he had wisdom and perspective.
Product design is something I always wanted to do. And I thought, why not use this time? I can't go anywhere again.
His characters are now stuffed toys, and his book now the winner of 25 national awards. Larry considers some of his hardest days a gift.
Book is the result of being sick and stuck at home for so many years. If I was not sick, I would not be here. I would not have time for this project.
A project that's inspiring young children to read, dream, and reach for their goals, no matter how far off they might seem.
So yeah, what's your message to people who find themselves stuck either at home or in a hospital room for an extended period of time?
Yeah, I used to take things one day at a time. When I was sick, I used to tell myself, you know what, tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be better. And that's what I have to tell myself every day, just to get through it. It really is one day at a time, and know that hopefully things will get better.
Turning a time of suffering into a beautiful story with a happy ending.
And Larry told me he's already working on a sequel, which he hopes to release next year. He says once COVID is under control, he hopes to visit hospitals across the country to read and write with children, maybe encourage some of them to become authors as well. Mark.